Testing, testing, 1, 2, and 1, 2. All right, let's see what we got here. My mic is on. All right, let's get it going. Jump over here to the main chart. Our one that I've been watching today is SRM going up. But let's go over here and look around the markets and see what we can see, especially with it when it comes to news and stuff like that. So first off, FOMC, we do have some a discussion with Jerome Powell. These discussions and things, man, I really at first I was like, well, maybe I need to be wary of them. Maybe I need to do X, Y, and Z. But every time they come out, I mean, it's just like it's not really an adverse reaction, but it's like, why was I? Why was this? Why was this even necessary? Because I sat and I listened to the last one that he did, and I was like, this isn't gonna do anything, bro. And literally, the markets really didn't do anything when he came out. So it's just kind of like, eh. But that's why you have to actually listen. Which a lot of people, I understand why people just skip it when he's just like saying some things, or like today it's at 1:40 p.m. A lot of people just skip it. They're like, yeah, I'm not gonna trade during that time. We'll be out of the market. It's a pretty good plan because you just stay out of the way of any randomness, slip up of words, any hesitation, stuff like that, right? Other than that, we have the commercial paper coming out. We have the beige book, and we have selected interest rates, which aren't too heavy. This discussion with Jerome Powell is going to be, it's a moderated discussion at New York Times Deal Book Summit, New York, New York. Let's jump over to the scans. And the number one thing after we check out, if anything like this is happening, is what has catalysts. So let me go to NASDAQ and let's start diving into these. So starting off, our largest gainer today is CYCN up 170. Well, I just read them all off and then we'll go we'll go over the catalysts of the top gainers. CYCN, SRM up 160%, CNEY 150%, HRTX up 70%, SVMH up 36%, and ERNA up 34%. Everything else is kind of, I wouldn't even consider it a momentum trade option. So let's go ahead and start from the top. CYC. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let somebody else pick that one up. Let's see. So we got CYCN taken off the board. Don't really care. It's up 200%. No news since August. Next one is CNEY. CNCY. Let's see what that's talking about. Okay, CNEY receives NASDAQ minimum bid price requirement extension. So they still haven't met the requirement. They just got an extension. So that news is dead to me. Next one, SRM, which is one I've been watching. Press release, it says SRM Entertainment Amazon sales surge over 400% in 3 months, fueling strong financial performance. And then 2 hours ago, it was SRM Entertainment capitalizing on a 156.5 billion entertainment licensing boom. So, a little bit of excitement. It is catalyst, so throwing that one on the watch. HRTX is the next one. HRTX. Let me call. I'll call her back. What are we looking at? 16 hours ago, U.S. District Court upholds validity of Cinvanti patents. Okay, so a court upheld their I don't know what this patent is, but it's a little bit of news. It's up 72%. We'll see how it performs. But for right now, I just got SRM and HRTX. Let's look at the next one, ERNA, ERNA, Eterna Therapeutics. News from a day ago, Eterna Therapeutics launches research to evaluate its lead-induced mesenchymal stem cell therapy candidates, ERNA 101, ability to induce and modulate anti-tumor immunity in ovarian cancer and breast cancer models. Okay, that one might be a little bit of news. So we got three now. We got SRM, HRTX, ERNA. Next one is SVMH. That one's super cheap. That was like 3 cents. I don't think this is gonna have anything. Let's see. Last news was November 18th. It completes an interim audit and advances plan to comply. So it's not even in compliance with NASDAQ listing standards. It's working on that. So gonna leave that one in the bucket. So the three that we have today: SRM, HRTX, and ERNA. For right now. So those are the ones that I'm seeing on the top 10 volume mover. And pretty much everything up here is in the low float category. We can see our Vanguard small caps is up green. IVWM is up green. So a lot of the small cap ETFs are up today. And that's why we see so many up. But the thing is, how do you separate between all of these options, right? First is catalyst. Where is the news? Then you follow through with going and doing your due diligence, checking the other things. So let's go check the other things here for those three. So starting with SRM, SRM. SRM. Let's go to statistics first on these. SRM has a float of 2.42 million. The insider holding is quite a bit higher than the institutional holdings. And we see this a lot of times on those that go crazy. Those insiders have a big holding and they're able to it's a lot of manipulation going on there. And we can capitalize on the manipulation, right? The next one is HRTX. Which has, let's go to the float of 116.15 million. A little bit higher float, but still up 71%. If we look at the institutions holding this one, look at that. 81% institutional holdings, and look at the insiders. Very small in comparison. Okay, but that one's a higher float, so it'll be a little bit choppy, is what they're trying to tell you. Next one is ERNA, ERNA. Because when institutions are holding things, market makers have a lot more ability to stop the price action and push it back into a range, right? Because market makers are pretty much, they kind of trade like institutions. They like to bounce it back and forth. They like to take as much money as they can in a specific range. Let's see, ERNA float is 3.28 million. Look at the insiders. 336 in comparison to the institution holdings of 11%. So that, I mean, it's just a common thing that we see in those that kind of rip. They have those high insider holdings, and with 3.28. Now let's go to the profiles of these. So we'll jump over to the profile of earner since we're already on it. Profiles. So Eterna Therapeutics, a life science company, provides mRNA cell engineering technologies. Its technologies include mRNA cell reprogramming and gene editing, node slice and ultra slice gene editing proteins, and tornado mRNA. Man, I'm getting all kinds of notifications, man. I might. Okay. And yeah, this week has been crazy. I didn't stream on Monday. Work Tuesday, work. Wednesday, I'm trying to get this stream in. Then I'm about to jump into some work. So just kind of seeing what I want to look at for today. What has catalyst first? That's one of the things I noticed from my older trading to now. The emphasis on knowing things before you trade, knowing as much as you can, because the price action is just it's like an ocean. You jump into the ocean, you don't know what's in that ocean. Is it sharks in that ocean? It what or in that part of the ocean? All of these are different parts of the ocean. I'm trying to not get my legs sawed off. But Monday, I was trading a stop. As soon as I pressed the buy button, I got a call, or I was in a meeting, and they were like, "Hey, yeah, go ahead and present this X, Y, and Z," and I was like, "Oh no, I can't. I'm in a," but I didn't tell them that. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna set my stop, and I'm just gonna let it ride, whatever happens. And so I set the stop, and man, it went down on me. Trading in a meeting, and I was presenting. I was like, man, I hope that thing is up by the time I finished presenting, and it was not. It was down 400 something bucks. So I was like, that's what I get for trading during a meeting. I should have just focused on the issues at hand. Still a good day overall. My crypto was up, everything else was up, but it's just the day trading was down. Um, but yeah, we are sitting here. Let's go to the next profile, which is HRTX. Heron Therapeutics. Good morning to everybody that is tuning in. Heron Therapeutics, a commercial stage biotechnology company, focuses on enhancing the lives of patients by developing and commercializing therapeutic that enhances medical care. The company's product candidates utilize its proprietary biochromonomer, a drug delivery technology which delivers therapeutic levels of a range of short-acting pharmacological I don't know, agents over a period of days to weeks with a single administration. Okay, cool. So let's see. This is out of California. It does have a lot of history. 1880 or 1983. I noticed that these small caps that have more history have more institutions in them. People have been gathering those shares, and they're just waiting for a rip to dump some of them. You know what I'm saying? They've been. Let's see where this thing started on the day. HRTA. So this one started down here. It was at $1, and I mean, let me see. Zoom back some. What was the lows? Dollar. Pretty much just gathering around $1. And so these folks, these institutions that have made this money, like they can hold a bit, but man, think about the size that they have in there with the number of institutional holdings that we saw, which was let's see. Let's make sure this was the one. Institutional holding, yeah, 81%. 81%, and very few insiders. So gonna be a hard one to kind of keep up with. Now, we do have a Discord for after the stream. I continue to look over the markets, and if these three aren't acting right and something new pops up, I'll alert you guys in the Discord. Be like, hey, I see this thing popping up on the scans, XYZ. I'll have to see how much I get to actually look at the market, because like I said, man, work has been booming. So yeah, I don't want to. I did take a green trade yesterday after, on G-Wave. G-Wave was what I took it on. G-Wave. I took this trade. So basically I missed all of this during work, all of this first initial move, but it did have the catalyst. So it ripped from 43 up to 82, came back down, and I didn't start looking at it until about 1:30 up in here. And I took my first trade at 65 cents, 7,000 shares, and it ripped up. The only problem that I had with G-Wave later on in the day is getting filled. I was looking at it, I'm like, yo, fill my, because I knew the spread was kind of wide, and so I was throwing out ask orders to get sold out at the highest price. and it would not fill me. The highest profit that I saw on this one was $550, and I'm just throwing ask orders out, nothing getting filled. I'm like, bruh, what is going on? So, and like I said, I had 7,000 shares from 65 cents up here all the way to 72, and nothing's getting. It's just fluttering. I'm like, but I knew if I hit a market order, they were gonna sell me at a bad price. I knew it. I wasn't about to let that happen. I was like, nah, I'm good. I just keep moving up my stop into the green, and if it stops out, cool. And that's exactly what I did. It stopped out with a nice little profit. But man, that thing, it was way less profit than I thought I was gonna have on this. But it had the catalyst, so that's why I traded it. Anyway, jumping over back to our top three, let's actually look at what their charts are looking like coming into the open. We have SRM leading the way out of the three that we have chosen. Hit a high up here of 176. And this is going to be kind of hard for it because when those ATRs come out, it's going to have a much easier time going down than up. So we can see right here, shorts came in, pushed this thing back down. So it had a huge rip. Okay, 79 cents all the way up to $1.70. Rip down almost half of the whole candle, almost half. Then it rips back up, allows shorts to re-enter, gets another slam. And so as it continues to get these weak highs where it can't even get a body to hold up there, shorts are going to get more and more confident. So, but it has a catalyst. So let them get confident. I'll wait. Now if it doesn't give me the setup that I want, which is the ATR break, then it just won't be a trade for today. But if it does, I'll be ready. HRTX, ugly chart. This is the one with all the institutions in there. Look at this pre-market chart. Ugh. Does have a catalyst, but has a super high float. Doesn't mean it's off of the watch list though. Sitting at $2 right there. Erna, oh man, this one had a nice little rip from 43 cents all the way up here to $1, and shorts just tap danced it all the way back down to 49 cents. So, don't really like this pre-market chart, but it has catalysts. So since it has catalysts, I'll let it live on the charts for right now. But these are the three that I'll be watching, and I'll definitely update you guys in the Discord if I see anything. If I'm not looking at the charts, then I'm probably, or not looking, if I close my charts and I'm just getting to work, I'm probably just going to focus on work because, yeah, that loss on Monday was just stupid. I was up 150, 200. And I saw it, and that's when I was going into the presentation. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna let this ride. I'm up 200, whatever. And I just came back, stopped out 400. I was like, oh well. But in my mind, I was like, man, it's got my setup. It does have some catalysts. I'm just gonna let it play because so many times I haven't let them play, cut it, and I leave so much on the table. So I'm okay with the loss. I know I can make that back. So it's like, okay. All right. But anyway, don't really know where the focus will be on the morning. Let's just look at the top volume mover for now. Top volume on the day is this little cheap one that's only 3 cents, 287 million shares traded. Below that is CNEY, AGRI, which we saw like way back in the past, blast from the past. And then SRM, TANH, I don't know what that is. It's only a 4% though. VIRX 34. So everything here is above 20 million. So for something to get onto this list, it's gonna have to do some work to make it into the top 10 to get 20 million, right? But not saying it can't happen, you know. But I definitely don't want to get trapped on something because on my small cap gapper, maybe there is something with lower volume that is still gapping. And if it is lower volume but still gapping, I'm not going to trade it today. I'm going to wait to trade it. You know, there'll always be a second opportunity if it's something good. But if it doesn't have the catalyst to keep up with these today, I'm not trading it. Even if it pops up on the small cap gapper, I want things to have some catalysts. Unless it just get midday catalyst. But if it gets midday catalyst, you remember the Jerome Powell thing? His little speech is coming out midday too. So if it gets it, I'm just gonna be kind of like on pins and needles. Probably not even gonna touch it. Just see it go and be like, oh, okay, that's cool. The majority of this stuff is just patience anyway, man. Just sitting, learning to sit on your hands until the opportunity presents itself, and then letting it play in your favor. I mean, the real struggle is having confidence after you enter the trade and you have profit in hand, right? So if I'm in with 7,000 shares and I got profit in hand, I'm like, okay, can I sell? And I was trying to sell yesterday, couldn't get a feel, only asked for anything in the world. I was like, okay, y'all want to do me like that? Okay. And my stop out, I made sure it was a bid sale. So when it did come down, I sold on the bid when it came down because I was like, no, I'm not playing with the ask today. The ask today. All right. But other than that, pretty much got what we're seeing on hump day. I know that a lot of the pre-market traders have already made money and they'll probably be kind of pulling back today. We'll see. I want to see what the shorts are going to do. Are they going to do a short attack that's going to end up, oh man, SRM coming back up but not being able to get over the bodies of these candles. What is this one? 163. I have marked these levels down here. This is $1 and $1.25. I don't know which one it's going to come down to, but with the way that it's trading, 7 minutes, if it opens up here, the ATR is 8. Well, it was 8 cents yesterday. It's probably a little bit higher today, probably like 20 cents, 30 cents. But if the ATR it starts crashing the ATR, it's over. I'm not touching it. It's got catalyst. It's gonna have to rip back through that ATR, get up to the highs. But for right now, I'm not seeing it. CYN coming on down as well. And these are the three that I'm watching. So I'll put this over here so y'all can see the three that I'm watching right here. Oh, I forgot to look at NQ. What's NQ doing? Okay, NQ blasting off above ATR highs. Got going yesterday, 3 o'clock, then got ripping up here. So SOXL probably up a little bit. Yep. SOXL, same thing, gapped up, but now making a little move down. I'm okay with I don't really like trading the SPY on extensions because it can make a move down and come back and test. I've seen it come back and test the ATRs down here. So I mean, I just don't want to get caught in a move down here. Even if it does bounce back up, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I like my life. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. Where did I just had that. Can I put it on top? Let me see if I can put this on top, pin to the top. That should do it. Let's see. Yep. Okay, now it's on top. Let me duplicate this. Detach and duplicate. Where's my duplication? Where's my duplicate? Oh, no. How do I remember I used to duplicate these. I don't know how I did it. Tripping. Oh, detach. I'm tripping. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now if I add them on the other screen, you will see them here. Turn on this thing. All right, so I guess SRM is going to be the first one that I watch. If it crashes at the ATR lows, then the way it's looking, I think ATR low is going to be right on this 125. It keeps on playing like that. We'll see though. We got 2 minutes left until the ATRs come out. Remember our disclaimer that I never show. The disclaimer. Remember this: no copy trading and all of that good stuff. Trade on your own. Know what you're trading and why you're trading. Have a reason to trade. It is coming on down. Point of control right now is 141. 2 minutes left. Still up 126%. And none of these may set up. I don't know. I'm just being patient and seeing and watching for anything new to pop in. But all of them have a stupid amount of volume. Going towards 100. Well, some of them are going towards 75 million. Some of them are going towards 100 million. We'll see. We shall see. Minute 30 left. All right, so we're getting the open here. All right, so the ATR high is up here at 54. ATR low almost was at the 125. ATR low is at the 120. So we're just floating into oblivion, going towards the lows. Let's circle through HRTX, going towards the ATR lows as well. ERNA, kind of just sitting in the middle, up 35%. Still not seeing anything new popping on. Let's see. So just waiting at this point. Yeah. Oh, SRM going back towards the ATR highs there. Wow. What a move. Did it halt? Wow. Halted right at the ATR high there. That's crazy. Okay. Well, that's how that goes. Like I said, this is, look for the things with Catalyst. I don't know what it's going to do from here, but the other two aren't looking as strong as this one because this one had the strongest Catalyst anyway. SRM. But while it's halted, we can look around. Let's go to CYN. We'll just go down the list over here. We'll just go down the list, but we have the three that I'm watching on the screen already. All right, so CYN going towards lows. Not really moving. Is this thing? Okay, there we go. There we go. Got CRM behind that one with 63 million shares traded. CNEY going towards those lows. Come on now, consolidate. Let's see you move. I see the level 2s moving, so the chart's got to catch up. Come on, level 2. There we go. There we go. Okay. So just big indecision there, consolidation. HR T8, HRTX continuing downward. SVMH not doing much. ERNA down as well, down to 25% and headed on down. Yeah, so just keeping myself out of a bad situation. Let's go and look at when this thing is supposed to be unhalting, which is halts. So SRM halted at 9:30:59. It should be unhalting. Um, yeah, so for now, just want to keep my eyes open for what is looking pretty good. And I'm about to, I mean, if SRM, if it does something crazy like goes down or something, I don't know what it wants to do here, but I do know that it's got a couple of fail points that it had up here at 163 and 168 and 177. So I'm like, could pull back. The lows of this candle was 131 that it hit down here right above that 125, but I do like this bullish action up towards the ATRs. The only problem is there is so much in the market going on right now. I think people are going to have to get slammed first before they see the value or see the catalyst over here. So I don't know. We'll have to see. CYCN still in consolidation. CNA still in consolidation. But we're about to get an open here on this one. This earners down to 16%. I'm going to take that one off. That's trash. HRTX is still above 47%. So we'll see what that one wants to do. But for right now, I only have two on watch. SRM and HRTX. We have about a minute to this unhalt on SRM. It's going to open up at 35.59. It's 34.44 right now. So about a minute. We'll open on SRM. Yep. Donnell, that's what we do. We identify what has a catalyst and then attack it. Everybody else trading all this random, they be like, I'm trading price action. You're stupid. Trade what has a catalyst. Then focus on price action. It's like an order to this. Be in the know. Understand who's in this. The insiders are stupid high on SRM. Stupid high. So it's like, you can do a lot. What we're going to see is 35.24, 35.30 coming up. 30 seconds left. Let's see where this thing goes. If it can rip this ATR high, it's going to be on a trip upward. Let's see. ATR high right now is 155, so it's 2 cents away. Let's see where this thing opens up. And the low of this candle was at 130. So about a 20 cent drop there. All right, but here we go. About to open up, and I don't even know if it'll go down. If it goes down to $1, I'm just gonna, it's out of range anyway. We want to stay above this 120 level for now. There's the open. Let's see if it can go ahead and hold up this ATR high. Bam, bam, bam. Look at that. Look at that. ATR high holding. Can it get another push up? Okay. Just holding right here. I'm interested. I'm about to go into a meeting, but I am interested. I like this ATR hold. I like that. All right, but it does have a long way to actually destroy this candle. Ooh, Jesus Christy. Big halt down into consolidation in here. This is the first 15 minutes. So ATR is still up here at 150 and now back into consolidation. All right, so I am about to get ready to go into the meeting, and we'll see what happens. Why do you think your version of the ATR works so well? I don't know. I don't think it's my version. So basically what I did is I went into ThinkScript community. And ThinkScript community, they have all these different calculations for ATR, right? And so I just took all of them and averaged them out. What is the average? Um what are the average values that come out of these ATR equations? Some people, they do their ATR for 60 days. Some people do it for 30 days. Some people do it for 40 days. Some people do it on the day of. They do ATR per the last, like, what? I think it's like 14, 60 candles on the day of. So it's a whole bunch of them, but I want to know, okay, where are the majority of people settling? And I took those calculations and I just reconfigured them in ThinkScript to meet my what I want to see. And so I don't know. It's just I think it's just the ATRs in general. So many people are using them. That's what makes them powerful, is the amount of people that's using them. But I don't know, man. But we saw it run into the ATR, slam back down, and now if it goes under the ATR low, no trades for me unless I see something new pop up. CYN does not have a catalyst. It is up here halting on the ATRs as well. Halted right here at the 593s. This was one of the ones I think had the we didn't even look this one up because it didn't have a catalyst, so I'm not looking into it. But yeah, that one's halted. And then CNA, HRTX continuing downward. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm about to jump off here, get into a meeting real quick, handle some business, make some money another way. Later on in the day, I will come back and look at SRM and see if it can actually break that ATR high. Right now, the ATR high and the ATR highs do move. And the longer it stays within consolidation, the more the ATR is it's like a V coming together. And then when it breaks one way or the other, it widens out. So it's harder for it to go back and break the other ATR as it widens throughout the day. But right now, if it's going to stay in consolidation, it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. So I'll wait and see what it wants to do. If it starts moving around the time Powell is speaking, I'm not trading it. I'm good. I don't want no parts of that. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Sometimes if I have work or something where I can't stream, I let you guys know in the Discord. But yeah, if you like the content, you like to see analysis, deeper dive instead of just price action trading. We want to know why we're taking a trade. What walls are we running into, and why things are dumping or pumping or whatever. Anyway, that is it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. If you're going to continue to trade, keep your head on a swivel. There may be something new popping out, but remember that speech is coming up. So yeah, that is it for me today. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.